19 Now investigation, new info on the crematorium in Carlisle, which lost its license temporarily back in August.
Well, tonight, a surprising settlement. Investigative reporter Stefano Dipietrantonio is here. Steph, what do you know?
Rob, Tricia, this is the settlement agreement between the Ohio Board of Embalmers and Funeral Directors and Premium Mortuary Services. The board approved it more than a month ago, but it took us that long to get it. And we need to warn you, some of the details inside here are very disturbing. We're going to give you more graphic detail than we normally would so you can consider for yourself if the punishment is appropriate. Inside the more than 30 pages, we've uncovered more gruesome details about what exactly happened at Premium Mortuary Services in Carlisle this past summer. An inspector noticed the smell of decomposing bodies outside this garage door. The door was open 2 to 3 inches. Inside, dead flies on the floor and others alive, flying around, and it was 95 degrees in there. He found 3 deceased bodies in cardboard alternative cremation containers, 1 on a cot, 2 others on a table. These 3 were embalmed. But inside a 3-person cooler, he found 3 cardboard containers with 3 bodies not embalmed. 1 had mold on its face and liquid in its body bag. Another face was beginning to mummify. And the 3rd body's cardboard container absorbed what appeared to be the oil from the fat of the body breaking down.
I'm still kind of numb from it. Haven't had time to even grieve.
A lawsuit from this Dayton mother, Sharon Hart, who'd been waiting several weeks for the urn holding her son Antoine's ashes. She had no idea her son was being cremated in Carlisle.
I was hoping to God that my loved one wasn't there, and then when I did find out, I'm devastated.
She got the urn with his cremated remains just days after this story broke. But she wonders, is it all him?
Bodies of people that were cremated were mixed up, left on the floor, and treated improperly.
The cooler that held Antoine's body, according to the report, the inspector confirmed at least 4 bodies were not embalmed, but was not able to determine if all of the bodies had been embalmed or not. And in that same space, another body tagged LS, the inspector says, had severe decomposition, with multiple maggots consuming or living in and on the decaying body of LS.
Families deserve more respect.
Attorney Richard Schulte says all the families involved deserve the truth.
We're hopeful that by bringing this action, the state of Ohio will take this company's license and they'll never be allowed to do this to another family again.
But the State Board of Embalmers and Funeral Directors saw it differently, fining Premium Mortuary Services just $500 based on guidelines, and this being Premium Mortuary's first offense. The total number of deceased human beings found 18. 15 were adults and 3 babies. The inspector also found residue of cremated remains and bone fragments from previous cremations, a, quote, noticeable amount of processed cremains in the bottom of the stainless steel tub, and a, quote, collection of bone and cremation fragments next to the tub. So all told, 7 violations for failing to keep 7 deceased human bodies not embalmed in a working refrigerated facility. 7 violations for committing immoral or unprofessional conduct. 1 violation, failing to remove from that cremation chamber all of the cremation residue that's practically recoverable. According to the settlement agreement, the Crematory Review Board could not prove any of the 15 violations, so they lifted the suspension. Premium Mortuary Services admits they failed in terms of keeping that cremation chamber clear. All right, so the inspector has been back and has since found them in compliance. Schulte never specified, though, the compensation he was seeking in that civil lawsuit, and not only Hart, but listing the other families affected by the mistakes made at Premium Mortuary Services. Now, they were given 60 days to pay that $500 fine, but as of this evening, it had not been paid yet. Board Director Jared Williams told me they have just a few more days to pay up. Stefano Dipietrantonio, Fox 19 Now.
Steph, thank you very much. Nick Carter of the Backstreet Boys is now on Front Street.